Hey people, Real Wolfhead here. Today, let's talk some more AC/DC, specifically Angus Young. I'm not playing the solo note for note, and I think that with AC/DC and with rock songs in general, that's something you should do when you practice. Learn that note for note, be as specific and go into detail as much as you can. But when it actually comes to performing it, I think that's a different thing. I think then you can abbreviate and kind of just when you want to perform, you want to get into that state of flow. And I personally find it much easier to get into that state when I just let things happen. And then of course, if you listen to Angus Young and you're not just listening to his live to the albums, to the studio albums of AC/DC, but actually take a look at the live footage that that band been playing over the past half century or longer, then you will see that he never plays the solo the same. Like, it's always a tiny little bit different, and that's the approach that I like to take. Like, he kind of plays the hooks, right? That's the stuff that we all recognize. Like this right here. But then when it comes to little parts like this one, I guess it really doesn't matter if I play it like, or if I play it, you know, it's kind of the same hook. So there's parts that you have to play it. That's just, you know, that's just the way it is. But then there's a lot of space to kind of artistic freedom, you know, just to do it the way that you like to do it, and that feels best for you. Because in the end, you want to give a good performance, and you can only give a good performance if it feels good to you. So the thing about this solo right here, this is the solo from Back in Black, by the way. I kind of got my string height a little bit too high, actually, because in this case you really want to dig into those strings, like, and again, you know, I'm kind of playing into those hooks, you know. The first one, of course, is this one. Mixolydian mode. We got the C sharp right here. Then we got this little blues lick. Repeat. Then you go to the 7. And what happens right here, I have to admit, I don't really know exactly. I'm playing this from memory just by listening to that song over and over again over the past years, over the past 20 years since I've known AC/DC, and that's just how I remember it, you know. And again, I think that's not a wrong thing to do, because in my head I've got the hooks, I've got them memorized, and I kind of know that we're on the 7 right here. And then goes up here, and what happens right here? Don't really know. And another really important hook is this one, and you can kind of play this in two different ways. I think you can just play it like this. Or you could do it like this. This one right here, that's like a little segment, little lick that's just always, it has to stay the same. Like there's no other real way to play. No, that just that Chuck Berry. So again. That's one of the coolest moments in the entire solo for me is actually just this one right here. You have your pentatonic scale, right, and 12th fret. But you just grab the 14th fret in both the G and the B string, and you bend it. You do like a little barré, and you bend it, a little bar chord. And I just love that sound. And right after that, what happens after that solo, going into the chorus, for me, makes the solo so much better. You know what I mean? The band's not going back to the 1, to the E chord. They could have done that, but no. They're going straight into the chorus. Because the chorus is starting on the 4, on the A major chord, it kind of lifts that solo that just happened, but still is fresh in the memory of the listener. It kind of lifts it up even more. That's genius. That's genius songwriting, arrangement, call it what you want. It's just a genius way of making a solo sound even better than it is. And I find that in good solo parts, not just good because you have a good lead guitar player, but of course they sound amazing and good because you have a good band that's making their job and that's playing good parts under that solo to make that solo shine even more. And that's just something that AC/DC has perfected, you know. Everybody knows what their part in the band is, and they just stick to that. And when it's time for the solo to happen, the guys in AC/DC, the band members, all know what to do to make Angus Young feel and sound his best. At least that's what I feel when I listen to AC/DC. Guys, let me know, and girls, let me know what you think about my little playing, my little breakdown right here. I know this was just like from the top of my head. The solo is by no way note for note, but again, I don't think that's what AC/DC or rock and roll solos in general are about. I think giving some improvisation into them, you know, delivering those hooks, giving the listeners what he wants, but on the other hand, having some artistic freedom to allow yourself to perform your best. That's important. That's an important part, and Angus Young definitely does that. He's doing it exactly the way that I described it, I think. Put in the comments below what you think about what I just talked about. And thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.